Hi everyone. So it's our last day in PSL together. I can't believe how fast the week has gone by. I had so many different directions on where I could have gone with this group for our last day. And actually, I'm going to read you our last devotion because I think the imagery is so beautiful, the way that this author weaves the words together. Sarah Young, it's one of the series from Jesus Calling, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. If you're not, it's a great little short devotion that goes by every day of the year. And I have given this book to so many people. Like, see, it's got the little date up there. Because I just think that they're really great messages, and what it does is it keeps you in scripture, right? It keeps your self reading scripture. But we started off the week really talking about using our exercise time as worship, and I really hope that you've been able to think about that as you've gone through, whether it's my lower body workouts that you've been doing or your own. I hope that you've noticed a difference in the way that you approach exercise. We've talked about having a abundant and a grateful lifestyle instead of it just being for the season. We've talked about getting out of the boat and having the courage. Take courage. It is I. We talked about yesterday just having faith and the story of the waters being calmed and how there's going to be storms in our life. And so I thought that today wrapped up really beautifully because we're all about ready to do this devotion and go about our way, right? We're not going to be together next week or the week after. I'm sure I'll do one of these again at some point. But all of our lives are going to go in different directions. And so I thought this was really a beautiful way to paraphrase it, just to wrap up our time together. So this author, Sarah Young, writes, as you look at the day before you, you see a twisted, complicated path with branches going off in all directions. You wonder how you can possibly find your way through the maze. Then you remember the one who is with you always, holding you by your right hand. You recall my promise to guide you with my counsel, and you begin to relax. As you look again at the path ahead, you notice that a peaceful fog has settled over it, obscuring your view. You can see only a few steps in front of you, so you turn your attention more fully to me and begin to enjoy my presence. The fog is protection for you, calling you back to the present moment. Although I inhabit all of space and time, you can communicate with me only here and now. Someday the fog will no longer be necessary, for you will have learned to keep your focus on me and on the path just ahead of you. So I don't know about you, but I don't think I will ever be able to be in a foggy situation, whether it's early morning driving or in the summertime when we go out in the boat really early in the morning, it's foggy. And I've never thought about fog as being protective. And that is so incredible to think about, the fact that when there is fog, we can't walk as fast. We can't go the direction we want to go. We're not sure. We have to go slow. We have to heed with warning. And it forces us to stop and look up, right? Or to stop and to pray. And that's so imperative, whether we're just talking about whichever way we are going in our life, or whether we're in the midst of trouble or a problem or an argument with somebody or a disagreement, and how we can get so wrapped up in our own situations that sometimes we need the fog to come in and enable us to stop and to seek a Christ perspective. And so I just wanted to close our week with Psalm 73. I'm going to read chapter 23 to 26. Yet I am always with you. You hold me by my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterward you will take me into glory. Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire beside you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. And I just love that. And I love the fact that though our courage and our strength will fail, we know that one day we will be served to serve God forever, and that He is our security, and that we must cling to Him. So I will be praying for all of you as a group. If you have specific things that you would love prayer for, you can just message me separately, and I'm happy to pray for you. And I just want to thank you for being a part of this. These 5-day groups are a little bit intimidating sometimes because you get intimate and you're talking about principles and scripture that is not always comfortable to talk about when you don't quite know who your audience is. But you guys have been so amazing with your feedback and with your comments and filling out your WooFoo forms and letting me know where you are from a faith perspective, that it was very easy to just lay it all in front of God, and He really did show me exactly what He wanted me to talk about this week, which from a faith standpoint I know is exactly what He knows that our audience needed to hear. So thank you guys for doing this with me. I absolutely loved it. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you sometime soon. Don't be strangers. Bye, guys.